How do I study for the LSAT?
The worst way to learn this stuff is just to kind of read passively or watch this video, watch YouTube videos and a podcast and just hope to absorb it by osmosis. That's not going to work.
I hear bad advice from people, and that advice is just take a bunch of tests. Just take a bunch, take like 2 a week for 6 months and you'll just get better. That's not how it works.
You don't really study for the LSAT. You really practice for the LSAT. It's a lot more like learning to play a musical instrument or learning to play a sport than it is, preparing for an academic test.
The skills that the LSAT tests align with the skills that you actually need to succeed in law school.
You need to focus on learning the skills and the new ways of thinking that will help you improve on those practice tests.
Make sure you get a solid set of strategy guides to learn the strategies for the LSAT.
I would choose something with a really clear structure. A class is really helpful for that. And also something where you can get some clear feedback.
You do need to learn the correct things to practice, right? So if you're practicing inefficient methods and inefficient techniques, and you just practice that more and more and more, you'll get better and better at doing those things, but that's not necessarily helpful.
It's really helpful to have some other person checking in on what you're doing. Having that third person, whether it's a teacher or tutor or someone to check in on how that prep's going, I think is essential.
You have to learn the correct techniques and then practice them a bunch of times to really, really get good at the things that you need to do and the skills that you need to exercise to do well on the LSAT.
When you prepare for this test, do so with an open mind. Do so thinking, I'm going to learn to reason critically in ways that maybe I was never taught before. And these are things that are going to help me in law school and beyond. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.